everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to finally be doing my room tour. I've tried to film this like 3 times and it just hasn't gone to plan. So we're back and hopefully it's gonna work this time. So if you watch the vlogs then you'll know that I am moving out soon. I currently live with my parents, but I recently turned 18. Well, not that recently, it was like 4 months ago, but I'm 18 now, so I can move out and I'm very eager to do that. ASAP, basically. Nothing against my family, I just don't like living here. So yeah, I am currently in the process of trying to find a new place. I don't know how well that's going to go. I actually, as I'm filming this, I have a house viewing literally this afternoon. So who knows, that might go swimmingly and I might be moving out soon. But we just don't know. So I kind of need to speed up the room tour process because I'm not going to be here that much longer. So yeah, it's just going to be a pretty standard room tour. I technically live in the garage, so I guess kind of not quite a standard room tour. But yeah, I'm on the ground floor, as you might just be able to see from the window there. And technically I live in what used to be the garage, which is why I have very high ceilings. So yeah, but it means I have peace and quiet down here. And I also don't have to climb stairs on a regular basis, which is also great. So yeah, we're just going to get started with the room tour. I'm going to start in that corner where my computer is and just work clockwise. And we'll see how far I get this morning, basically. So yeah, let's commence the room tour. So we're going to start in this corner. This is a corner you will have seen many times if you watch the vlogs. This is where my computer lives. It's the left-hand side of my desk. I have quite a long desk, so this is the computer side. You can see I have my PC in the left corner there that my dad built for me and I covered in stickers. I then have my PC with my cool gaming keyboard, which some people think is lame and annoying, but I like the clackety noise that it makes. And yeah, so it's fairly simple. It does not usually look this tidy, but you know. I also have some drawers to the left, which I will quickly go through for you. So this first top drawer has a whole assortment of exciting things like post-it notes, headphones, my remote for my treadmill, stamps, tissues, a load of stickers that my mum gives me every time she brings me food. I can't even tell you how many of these have. I have a whole box of business cards, and I've just got a whole load of random crap that I need kind of on a daily basis in here. And as you can see, it is not tidy. But since I'm moving out soon, I can't be bothered to tidy it, so it'll stay like this till I move out. The second drawer is less exciting. This is just kind of stuff that I don't have a place to put. Sketchbooks. I got a box for teeth whitening stuff here because I need to do some reviews on that. I got a whole load of filming stuff in here as well. This is meant to go on the microphone that I'm using right now. So yeah, not very exciting, but you know. Moving down a bit more, you can see my bin in the left there, which is honestly like 90% pill packets because I take a lot of tablets. This drawer has just like planners and stuff in it. I got my notebook, my diary, my pencil case with kind of like the essentials in, and then just a whole load of notebooks and sketchbooks that I kind of alternate between for different purposes. This drawer down here is my sewing drawer. So yeah, you know, we've got like fabric scissors and thread and just stuff like that. Again, it is not organised. That will be something I fix once I move out. And then at the very bottom here, we have all the stuff that is kind of relegated to bottom drawers. So like baby wipes, old pencil cases, dusting gloves, and just stuff like that. So now moving over to the right hand side of my desk, you can see my laptop and my iPad. These are usually stacked with loads of random stuff on top of them, like, you know, letters and bank statements and, you know, just crap like that I need to put away, but I just haven't been bothered to, but I tidied it up for the video. I also have a whole load of like pen pots and stuff. I've got paintbrushes, pencils, washi tape, pretty much every kind of pen under the sun. And I just got a lot of pens and stuff, and honestly this is like barely a quarter of them. I also have my little plastic drawers that feature just random crap, to be honest. You know, I've got like, you know, pinboard pins, little wooden pegs, badges from my primary school days, and just like random stuff like that is too small to put in a regular drawer, but I also don't want to get rid of. On top of this chest of little mini drawers, I also have my Slytherin pen, which my mum got me from Harry Potter. It's very cool. I am in Slytherin, in case you care. And it sits here in its nice box because I'm scared to use it, basically. So then moving upwards to what is above my desk, I have 3 shelves which were originally meant to be bookshelves, but books don't actually fit on them vertically. They're just like honestly, they're like half a millimeter too tall, which is very annoying. So I use them as kind of like a storage shelf instead. You can see I've got all my camera equipment on the bottom one, as well as just some like decorative stuff. I then have a few books on the middle shelf, which are all of my Sarah Knight books, as well as a few CDs. Who collects CDs anymore, but I have a few. I do have a CD player, which I will show you shortly. And then I've got like my jewellery on the right hand side and a cool globe. The top shelf is mostly taken up with the Wi-Fi thingy, which had to go in my room, so it doesn't look particularly nice, but, you know, it's functional, and I've kind of disguised it with a fake plant. I also, on the top right-hand side, you can see my box, which is all of my letter writing stuff when I write to Charlie, and I have like my jar of old coins and stuff on the left-hand side, because I don't know where else to put it. I also have a whole lot of wall art over here. Some of it I bought, some of it were presents, and quite a lot of it I made myself, especially on the right hand side. Some of this I painted years ago, but I think they look pretty cool, and I've kept them up since. Moving back down to the drawers on the right hand side of my desk, the top drawer just has things like pens, pencils. I've got my Wacom tablet in here. This is just kind of the general stationery drawer. Honestly, I don't use it that much because I don't like write stuff physically anymore, because I'm no longer in school, but that's where all of my pencil cases and stuff go. I will probably clear a lot of this stuff out when I move out, but for now, this is what it's like. The second drawer has some like random art supplies. I've got a whole load of like postcards and things in here. I got some gold foil, some like glue, craft knives, got some stamps, and just like little crafty things. This third drawer is my paint drawer, so I have all of my acrylics, watercolours, stuff like that. I've got all of these are technically Chinese container lids, when we get Chinese takeaway, and I've been using them for years as a paint palette because I can't be bothered to buy a real one. The fourth drawer has all of my like art journaling supplies. So I've got washi tape, I've got a whole load of random craft paper, which is like old wrapping paper. I often, when we go to like, gift shops and stuff at National Trust places, I'll buy like a pencil or something so that I can get these little brown bags because I use these a lot for art journaling. And yeah, I've got like stickers and, string and stuff in there. All the stuff that I use for art journaling, basically. And then in the bottom drawer, this is, again, everything that just kind of didn't fit anywhere else. And I rarely ever open this drawer. It's got yet some more acrylic paint that I just don't use as much. I've got, like, canvases and stuff, just, like, little things that don't fit anywhere else. One of the things I do have in here is this little wooden, I think it's wood, book that I got from Hobbycraft. I painted it, decorated it, and you can actually open it, and it's like a little box, so I keep all my Polaroids in there. There's one of my sister. It was very cold that day and she was not that happy about it. So to the right hand side of my desk, I have this slightly taller chest of drawers that like literally everyone has, and it just kind of stores everything else that didn't fit in the desk drawers. I won't go through all of these drawers because some of them are blocked by the stuff at the bottom, and honestly it's like the bottom few drawers are just, those drawers you have where you just chuck the random little knickknacks you have. Yeah, they're those drawers. So at the top you can see that I have like my perfume, my speaker, I've got the radio that I mentioned earlier, a lamp. I got some of those like little, the little wooden model things, and they're currently sporting my scrunchies since, I'm not using them at the moment because I cut my hair. I wanted to have them around their waist as like tutus, but they wouldn't stay up. So this top drawer is my hair drawer. I'm not using this drawer much at the moment because, you know, it's got like loads of scrunchies and stuff, but again, I shaved my head, so I'm not really using those. The only thing I do use is this plastic comb that came with the razor I used. I need to get a proper one, but this is what I'm using for now. Second drawer down is like meds and like face wash stuff, so you can see I've got all of my many meds here. This is like not even all of them. I take so many tablets, and then we've just got like face wash, which is not very exciting. The third drawer is just kind of an overflow drawer from the drawer above, so we've got like plasters, tissues, deodorant. Again, very boring. The fourth drawer is my makeup drawer, which I also don't use particularly often, but it's got makeup in it. And then we're down into the random knick-knack drawers, which I won't bother showing you because it's very boring. So now we are over here. We have like my coat hanger. Honestly, I am so shocked that this coat hanger has lasted as long as it did. It's from Primark. It was like £1. I mean, I'm not surprised that it hasn't come off the wall because when my dad sticks stuff on the wall, like, it's never coming off, okay? You know, the human race will have died and everything will be in disrepair and the shelves and stuff that my dad hung on the wall will still be there. Yeah, he doesn't play around when he attaches things to walls, so I'm not surprised it hasn't come off the wall, but I am shocked that the actual hook hasn't just snapped because I have like 6 coats on this and they're really heavy and, you know, it was £1 from Primark and I could easily snap it with my fingers. So I am shocked that it's lasted as long as it has. But yeah, this is where I keep all my coats. Down below I have the corner of shame, or one of them anyway, stuffed a whole load of crap. I've got a load of my flowers and stuff down here, like fake flowers that I use for shoots. So you know. I then have my bookshelf, or one of them anyway. I am considering doing a separate bookshelf tour, but I'm not sure I'll get around to it while I still live here because it's just a very large task. And honestly, my bookshelves are just kind of a mess anyway. But you know, I'll show you them anyway. They've got a whole load of knickknacks and stuff on them. They're not organised quite how I want them because I just don't have space here really. But you know, I think considering how many books I have, which is like, I think we're nearing the 1,000 mark at this point. I think they're organised fairly well. Although the pop vinyls at the bottom, they just never stand up. I stand them up and then within the hour they fall over again. So yeah, Dumbledore has been face down for a little while now. At the bottom of the bookshelf, I just have like my bags and stuff. This never looks this tidy. Never, ever, ever. But you know, I tidied it up for you. You can see my fake flowers. I have the mirrors I'm currently using for FMP, as well as, well, they used to be my college bags, but you know, I haven't been to college in like a year and a half, so they kind of just sit there now. I'm sure I'll use them again for university one day, but for now, they just kind of hold the stuff I used to use for college. But of course, school is cancelled still, so, you know. I also have my tray table and a picture that I have not yet hung on the wall. So we then move around to the right again. You can see it just in the corner there. I have my fancy dresses hanging on my bookshelf. They've been there for a lot longer. It was meant to be temporary, but like I just don't have anywhere to put them because they don't fit in my wardrobe. And the only other place they could really go is my mum's wardrobe, but that's blocked by like all the errors and stuff. So it's not exactly the easiest place to get to. So they've just been hanging there for like 2 years. But you know, I won't be here much longer, so maybe they'll actually have a home. I've then got a black box from IKEA, which is kind of, you know, like the chair that you have in your room that you just kind of chuck the clothes that, you know, they're too dirty to go back in your wardrobe, but they're still clean enough to wear again. Well, I've got a box, so that's where the clothes that I'm still kind of wearing go. Again, it never looks this tidy, but I folded the clothes for you. Usually it's just a pile of random clothes, and they're never folded. And then I have my nest in the corner. Currently it is all stacked up because this is not in use. You can see my teddy bear collection. I've got big, medium, small, and also my newest edition of my snow dragon. And yeah, I've got all of my spare cushions in there, and that's where I sit often in the vlogs. So you know, I was going to sit in it for you guys for this room tour, but honestly, it's a little bit of a pain to get out of it again. It's not the easiest place to get out of, so if I'm going to sit in it, it's usually for a good while, and it just wasn't worth the effort of sitting in it and then trying to get back out of it for this video. But if you want to see me in it, you can just go watch the vlog, so because I sit in it quite a lot. So above my nest, I also have some more pictures. You can see the clock. It's currently 9:15, which is pretty good. I then have just some pictures. One of them I actually got from New York, which is pretty cool. I have my pin board, which just has a load of Polaroids and stuff on it. So you know, it's not particularly exciting, and I wanted more art on the wall, but it was kind of getting to the point where I'm like, well, I'm moving out soon, so I can't be bothered. So we've now reached the back wall of my room. You can see I have yet more bookshelves. This is just the left-hand side. Again, these bookshelves are in a right state because I just don't have space to store all the books I have. And honestly, the books you see in this room aren't even all of them, because I have like a good couple hundred at my grandparents'. So you know, I have a lot of books. But yeah, you can see the books. These are the books I have. You can see my Harry Potter books have very much overflown into other sections of the room, and then I just have a whole load of other knickknacks. I got like my Dan and Phil plushies and stuff, and then I have like more folders with like schoolwork and stuff on them at the top. In the centre of the room, I have this pretty picture of a ballerina. Don't remember where we got it from, but my sister found it and I was like, yeah, that's a nice picture, we'll get that. I also have my tiny little calendar, which is, it kind of looks a bit small and pathetic compared to the rest of the room. I used to have a big one, but I just don't this year. I've got a little one that my mum got me from Typo instead. It's actually still on February, and it's April, so I should probably change that. And then we're just over to the right hand side of the back wall, which has yet more bookshelves on them. Again, you can see my very large Harry Potter shelf at the top. Because I have high ceilings, I've literally just been stacking the books to the ceiling, and they've still overflowed, so yeah, I have a lot of books. You can also see some of my posters on the wall there. These are generally art posters. Honestly, if you know who the artist is of the ones of Six of Crows on the right hand side, please let me know, because I found these pictures years ago and I searched high and low all over the internet to try and find out who the damn artist was so that I could buy the pictures, but I just couldn't find it at all, and so eventually I just printed them out onto some nice photo paper myself. But if you know who the artist is, please let me know so that I can actually see if I can buy the prints from them. So we then move down and we have my bedside table. It's just a bedside table. It's got my books on it, TV remote, water bottle, you know, normal bedside table things. In the drawers, they are honestly a complete mess, but I will show you anyway. So top drawer features kind of normal top drawer stuff. I've got my Switch in it. I've got like headphones, more tablets. I take a lot of tablets. A word search book. Got some knitting. You know, normal bedside table-y things. And then the drawer down here is very hard to open because there's stuff in the way, but this is my tech drawer, so I've just got all of my cables and stuff, as well as like old headphones, a hairdryer, which I no longer use, although I do use it for art sometimes. I'm pretty sure I've got like my old DS in there, from like when I was like 4. So you know, I just got a whole load of tech in here. I also have like my fan, my heater, and then just tissues and this absolute mess of cables down here that we'll just ignore that. This is my bed. It's just a bed. Technically this belongs to my parents, so this is the one piece of furniture that will not be coming with me when I move out. This is my bed. My lovely cat bedding, which is my favourite. And behind the bed you can see that I've like stored a whole load of random crap. But yeah, that's just kind of where I store like all of my, you know, camera bags, and you can see I've got like a reflector and just stuff for my flashes that again I just don't have anywhere to put, so they get stuffed down in the corner where I don't have to think about them. I also have my weighted blanket at the end of my bed. Honestly, my bed never usually looks this neat because I pretty much solely use my weighted blanket, and the duvet just gets chucked on the floor most of the time. But I made my bed for you. So at the end of my bed, I have my air conditioning unit. It's actually currently out the window because it's pretty warm in my room, which is disgusting considering it's April. I really hate the heat, so you know. I also have my TV, which does actually fold into the wall. Yeah. I never really do it because I just have it out all the time. I use it pretty much every day, but it does fold into the wall technically. So we then move around to my wardrobe. It's just a wardrobe. Can you see me in the mirror? Yeah. I have like post-it notes, which I don't think you can quite see on my mirror. And yeah, it's just a wardrobe, guys. It's not that interesting. I do have my Fantastic Beasts posters on the inside, and then it's just a wardrobe. It's got clothes in it. I also have some shoes down at the bottom. I've got my indoor trainers for when I walk on my treadmill. I got a new pair of sandals that I just bought for the summer, and I also have my Doc Martens, which I keep in my room even though they are technically dirty because I'm very attached to them. So this is my chest of drawers. It keeps all my clothes in it, as you would expect. I will try and show you very briefly what's in the drawers, but honestly they are extremely full because I have a lot of clothes. On the top though, you can see this is my snacks corner. I have all kinds of chocolate, marshmallows, cereal, because cereal is a snack, honestly. It's not a meal, it's a snack. Graze bars. I've also got my like jars that I temporarily kept popcorn and stuff in, but it's gone. I then have like my makeup mirror and just like random knickknacks on there that, you know, kind of don't have anywhere else to live. And if you go up, I also have my little inspiration wall. These are just pictures I found on Pinterest that I printed out on some nice paper and stuck them on the wall to make a nice inspiration wall. So on the right hand side of my chest of drawers, we've just got this, what do you call these things? They're like the file things that you put like paper in. But yeah, it's got actually a whole load of plastic wallets that I used a lot at GCSE because I had to have a folder and print all my work out. So I have hundreds of those left over. Magazines that don't fit on my shelf, and you know, just random crap that also doesn't fit anywhere else. I have another salt lamp, a piggy bank, which I've had since I was a very small child, which is why it doesn't really fit with the rest of the room. Like my camera battery charger, a water bottle that I specifically use to water my plants, which I have actually put a label on that says plant water bottle, just to ensure that no one tries to drink from it. And I also have some dead plants that I've had for like 4 years. I found them on the floor and I wanted to use them for a Bookstagram photo, and I just never got rid of them. You can also see on the walls behind that I have some more like ticket stubs and things. This wall actually used to be a lot more full, but things kept falling off it. So the ones that remain are the ones that would stay up, but I'm planning to fix them more securely eventually. But again, there's no point doing that when I'm planning on moving out. If we go up again, then you can see I have yet more bookshelves. These are more of my like non-fiction bookshelves. The bottom shelf is all non-fiction, as well as the sketchbook in the left-hand corner is actually my flower pressing sketchbook, which is why it has some heavy books on top of it to try and press the flowers. The middle shelf has more like sketchbooks and stuff on it, as well as a few classics on the right-hand side. And then the top shelf has more folders, as well as some jigsaw puzzles. And then we're just back to the front of my room, which has my curtains covering my doors because the doors are technically glass, because this wasn't originally planned to be a bedroom. And that was my room tour. I hope you enjoyed watching me tour my room. Yeah, I mostly wanted to do this room tour for myself because I wanted a document of what my room looked like at this point in my life, because I won't be here much longer basically. As I said, I don't know how much longer I will be here. I don't know how much longer the room will stay like this. And quite honestly, it doesn't usually look like this because I chucked a whole load of stuff out in the dining room that I didn't want in the room tour because I have far outgrown this room and I just have too much stuff to fit in a nice place basically. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching my room tour. Let me know if you did. I will definitely be doing a house tour when I do eventually move out. I'll probably do like an empty one as well as a decorated one. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that. I do weekly vlogs as well as sometimes another video on Wednesday. Depends how busy I am. So yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you don't want to miss more stuff, and I will see you in the next video.